Hello, YouTube, and welcome back into some Let's Play Civilization 6. I promise I will try to be more diligent this video by, actually playing the game. I'm going to do my best. Yeah, you're right. There are some religious strategies. People have asked me what the cheesiest strategy that we've employed is, or done so happily. And yeah, you're right. There are some cheesy religious strats where you just like surround their holy sites and stuff like that. Yeah, wall chop. I'd like to take credit as a I probably single-handedly, maybe not single-handedly, but I definitely was happy to teach people how to exploit chops back in the day, where you build a wall down to 78 of 80 production, chop with the 100% modifier and use the overflow for wonders and stuff. That's a good call, Sacrador. I was very shameless about doing that and teaching people that. Zoom the camera out so you can see my whole big head. What if we just did this for a little while? How about that? How about one of these? There we go. Later, Dr. Shots. We'll see ya. See ya, buddy. No, I'm not taking credit for it, but I just shamelessly did it. And I would happily teach anybody who wanted to know about it. And no, not at all. Adarash, you didn't ruin a thing, buddy. Not at all. Not at all. Don't feel that way. It's called swole, Atlas. I didn't get big, I got swole. I am gonna get them in an industrial zone. Whatever. Germany things, right? Tamar she gets 50% production towards walls. Does the exploit still work? No. Nope. Has been nerfed.
The Great Ball Court is also very impressive. I would like to have seen them play a game, although it sounds like any...
Big fan of this wonder these days.
I think it was
this with lumber mills. It should give us a pretty powerful city later on. Really cheesy one. Credit to Marbazir. Let the city flip independent, pillage everything, retake, repair, go on. Yeah, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. So 2 culture to all rainforest tiles and 1 production to all rainforest tiles. It's a decent little culture boost for us. If I can get this to update our... There we go. So that was a nice 12 culture or so. Mitigated a flood. How about that? Oh, I don't want to chop that, do I? See ya, soccer man. Have a good one, buddy. All right, let's buckle down. Let's get some work done here. What else can we do? Just get our science online. All right, so now we've caught up a little bit in science. I still feel very, very far behind as far as it goes. We can chop this 1 rainforest and not lose our adjacency bonus here, so we will do that. Magnus is here as well. Let's continue to get close. No, we're planning on interspacing. I'm going to circumnavigate. I think we're going to need era score this era. Holy 26 gold, yes. Don't want to chop that either. Under what circumstances do you take monarchy over merchant republic? None. Unless I'm very heavily invested in military slots for some reason, but honestly, it's pretty much never. Pretty much never for me. Why is every leader's face mine? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Alhambra gone. Nuremberg will be fine once they get a harbor. I don't think they need an aqueduct. Personally. Okay. About communism, supposedly for space races it's good, but like I just value what democracy does for you a little bit more than communism. So these are banned at the moment. I could just faith buy this. That seems good. Give you that. Oh dear, more knights. Rome is actually being pretty helpful. What's up, Equinox? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, that would be good at the end of it. You're right, Ko. You're right. All right, so we leave that. Yeah, we played India, Adarash. We did. Need a couple of these theater squares at least. Major flood. Lost a population. So apparently this river isn't dammed, and we only dammed this one, which doesn't have any floodplains on it. Sweet. Do I read YouTube comments? Sure do. I'm bad about responding to them. That's one of my many goals for basically 2020, but it could start anytime. I read them all. I don't often respond. I have to be in like the right mindset to be responding. So the aqueduct really that rewarding with fresh water available? Meh. Why do I read YouTube comments? I mean, I do want to know if like because most of them, like honestly, the vast majority of them are thoughtful, kind, like they're helpful. Like there are people that are like, hey man, you did this wrong, and that's helpful feedback that I don't get otherwise. So and the vast majority are like pretty helpful, if I'm being honest, and pretty pretty nice. But you know. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. What do you want me to do with it, Equinox? No, I know. Tamara isn't next. I got it in my head that she was. Oh, yeah, no, I read that one today. There are a few I need to respond to. Next after this is Jay. I'm really sad about our city-state situation. You know what would be a neat mechanic for a Civ? Is the ability to manipulate a city-state into changing its type. That would be really fun. Test of time is what we're doing. It is our Deity marathon. So we're playing all the different leaders on Deity. And yeah. That's our order. It's the order in which we're doing it. No, Suzerain, that's an interesting thought too. The Suzerain bonus does throw a monkey wrench into that. I could see it not changing and just the type changing. That'd be kind of neat, actually. If you could, like, make Babylon a religious city-state and then get some science out of it or something like that. Kind of like that. Favorite civs are, like, Japan, Australia, Russia, Persia, all the powerful ones. All the powerful ones. I love the Greeks. But the reason I like the powerful ones is they're fun to play. Is this the legendary Vox Populi dude? No. No, I never actually played too much with that mod in Civ 5. Anything we want to switch here? I'm still getting a lot of builders. I like these. Do have a decent amount of trade routes. We could get Trade Confederation in this. Don't mind the amenities we're getting or the housing, frankly. Yeah, we're happy. This is okay. Nice, Mythrock. That's sick. We're getting stomped in war? Nah, not really. I don't know that we're going to be able to do the emergency, but whatever. If you had to choose one to always come back to, the one I would always come back to is Russia. Arabia Science, for sure. I mean, that they go together. I never really played much with the Vox Populi, so I can't really tell you if I like it or not. But I much prefer Civ 6. I think it's a much deeper game. And at this stage, going back to Civ 5 feels boring. To me. And welcome in. Hey, Ben. You can do religious Germany. It's not the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it's just like playing a vanilla Civ. Like, I don't know, it's just not that interesting to me. Doing stuff like that. Sounds good, Equinox. Best part of the game for me is city planning. Like city planning, I think that the military systems are better in Civ 6, so fighting is more fun. But I love building an empire, building cities as perfectly as I can, and like I love the districts and knowing those and mastering those and things like that. Versus like Civ 6 almost gets to the point sometimes where you're like, I have 20 cities. This is just too many, right? But it's better than being like, I have 3 cities and I'm just pressing next turn a lot. To me, anyways. So that's sort of where my preference is. I haven't done astronomy yet. It's gonna happen in 5 turns. All right, there we go. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's where I like pinning out cities and exploring. I mean, the early part of Civ is so fun, and it's probably equally fun in Civ 5. But as time goes on, I just prefer the mechanics of Civ 6. I love it, Sweet Pappy. That's great. We're happy to help you if you need help getting your sea legs. Gonna go see what's up here. I wonder if... Okay. We can get a goodie hut. B, what do we want it to be? All right. Let's play what's in that hut. Sweet Pappy, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Let's play what's in that hut. I think I got the last one right. This is going to be... This is going to be, this is going to be Faith. Oh, I was going to say Builder too. I was torn between the Builder and the Faith. Oh man. All right. Well, we got a Builder. That's much better. And it's a 6-charge Builder, which is pretty sweet because we have pyramids and the policy going. I almost said and I was between the Tech Boost was going to be my other one, unsung. Four turns till okay, so 140 industrialization. We get to start Ruhr. I want to get our trade routes out. They're worth so much money. Are we done chopping with Maggie? Kind of, not really. Yeah, it definitely is a different flavor, Major Band Geek. I think your assessment is fair. Yeah, I know that the art style wasn't for everybody, Sweet Pappy. I get that for sure. But I do think it's a more polished game. And consider, too, that you're joining up, several expansions in. So this game feels awesome. It feels like Civ, oh god, whoops. It feels like Civ 5 with all of its expansions. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's a lot. There are very few things that you can like. You really have to start racking your brain to truly critique this game at this stage, I think. And granted, I can do that, but I also play it a ton. So. It's an interesting little culture boost for us, the one culture to workshops. Let's get that science going. Our culture's lacking.
Here The dark
Ooh.
brown are more.
All right. Time to play another round of What's in That Hut? So this time I think it's tech boosts. I think it's going to be 2 tech boosts. Specifically, it's going to boost Celestial Navigation and Siege Tactics. Can I make peace with Alex now? I don't think I'm going to go liberate the city-state. I'm going to leave that to Rome. I'm very excited for Humankind, Batman. Personally, where is it? Let's see if we can get Taj with our last few chops here. Oh my god. This isn't even usable by him. I hate you, Russia. Some of my best friends are humans. What's that like? Weirdo. All right. Oh, it was only 1. We're too early in the game. I'm pretty good at this game. And I mean the sub-game of playing What's in That Hut? All right, let's get the intelligence agency. Actually, the market first. Yeah, this is clearly pre-recorded. Clearly. City, yeah. So a big difference between Civ 6 and Civ 5 is that Civ 5 rewarded you for tall, you know, for playing high population, few cities. That is no longer the case. There is really no punishment in Civ 6 for going as wide as possible. So yeah, you're better off just like I mean, minimum cities for any given game is 8 to 12, if you ask me. What map type is this? This is Pangea, I think. It is very true, Sacrador. So let's do that trade route. That seems pretty good. Hate that you can't really play tall in Civ 6. I would like to see the option to do both, personally. But I think that would make a cool new expansion, because you could revamp districts, buildings, great people, religion. Like, you could revamp a lot of stuff and tweak it to that end. And I don't think you'd disrupt any of the current systems all that much. But do amenities run out when you have a lot of cities? Yeah, but the punishment isn't really that bad. Yeah, okay, so part of going wide, part of the reason you want to go 8 to 12 cities in this game is that you can get more of the district type of your victory condition. So in our case, every city gets a campus, right? Because we're gonna try to go into a space race. So the more of those you get, the more science and things you get. There are no like national colleges and national like wonders, so you don't get those as soon. And then yeah, the buildings and the districts themselves give you great people points. So the more of them you have, the faster you recruit great people, and the faster you basically win the game. With that type of a thing, and obviously all of that changes a little bit depending on your victory strategy. But yeah. Finally repairing our jade. So it goes wide as possible. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Because the amenities don't punish you. Like Civ 5, you really need to focus on your happiness almost the whole time. Or at least that's how I remember it. I needed this chop. I'm like really annoyed by this. Jerk. Stupid Russia. And I like going Taj in a game like this because in space races, it's not super easy to like chain in your golden ages. So I think getting this wonder makes a lot of sense for us. Assuming we can get it. All right, so the Enlightenment sets in. We do have a fair amount of science buildings. So we do need to find a spot for this. Rationalism doubling our campus buildings, assuming our adjacency bonus is good enough and our cities are tall enough. 174 science now. And we'll go for civil engineering. I guess we're taking Da Vinci. 5 engineer points for Macedon versus our 18. We should get there in time, I believe. City doesn't have a ton to do. I could actually run the industrial zone. That way we could squeeze out this wonder. We could run science projects. These Eurekas aren't worth nothing. What else could we do? Yeah, we could spy. Let's get some spies. I think I like that. So yeah, these guys don't really need an aqueduct. 4 of 7 housing already. I don't really need them to get bigger than they are now. They'll just become a drain on amenities. You did, Kyle. Thank you. We're about to go Ruhr, so getting this actually running a project makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? It does. It does. Over the spy. M1A1, dude, thank you so much for the 23 months in a row. Welcome on back, my friend. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? 4 turns, I can lumber mill the rainforests. Triggers the Eureka for 1 random tech in the modern era. So we could save it, but I want the culture from our workshops. We have a few of them, so. Boost flight, meh. Pretty meh. I don't have the money to buy the factory, unfortunately. But it times out with this university being done pretty well.
Чего еще желать?
I think the human race made a big mistake at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. We leaped for the mechanical things. People need the use of their hands to feel creative.
Okay, so we're going to get a factory here simply for Ruhr, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meaning only Ostberg is covered by our factory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I guess they just never get covered, and that's probably fine. This one makes a lot of sense. 2, 4, 6. Because this will cover these 4 cities. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then any one of these guys getting one makes sense. And then they don't have to either. Cool. Seems fine. And we'll go through all of these boosted techs. That seems pretty good. And get up to chemistry soon. I'm going to go flight first. Okay, let's then 6 turns and we can get our commercial hub, which would be nice. But 6-turn factories we'll start with. We also have a bunch of coal. We build our campus on coal. That works, although no, well, it does. We have a lumber mill there now, and then we built that campus on coal too. All right, well, our students may get emphysema. Yeah, some black lung as a reward for going to college. Have some black lung. How smart are you now? All right, we're almost circumnavigated. All I've spent my money on this game is buying tiles, it feels like. Bye, Thalia. Have a wonderful evening. Something like that, Cope. Something like that, indeed. Yeah, you can have some coal. Even though you attacked me earlier, jerk.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground, mercy I asked, mercy I found.
Here's a question. Who do you guys want to do the voiceovers for Civ 7? That's a real question. You? Me? No. Daniel Craig. What have I done? Gilbert Godfrey. So I actually want to get some encampments for aluminum storage. Danny DeVito. James Earl Jones, Jimmy Kimmel. What about a lady? Could it be a lady? I'm gonna run that project. No. I don't work for Firaxis. We just hang out and play Civ. No, I have no. Although we do have one of their devs that hangs out here pretty frequently. Judi Dench, that'd be good. Sigourney Weaver. There's our circumnavigate. Ooh, and we're the first, so we get 5 for that. Seems good. What's up, Booyah? Caravel. Fran Drescher. Megan Mullally. See, there he is. He's always lurking. But no, I have nothing to do with Firaxis. What are these famous women doing? Voicing Civ 7.
Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards.
You are indeed, Carl. You are indeed, my friend. Chris Parnell, he's a fantastic. Yeah, maybe just Archer. Oh my god, like so Chris Parnell, Archer, because he's awesome too. Nobody knows, Sweet Pappy. We have the latest information was that during the most recent like patches and expansions, the devs in their live streams mentioned that they are open to doing another expansion in this game, or basically whatever the fans want. So that possibility is on the table. However, I will tell you that we've passed the dates in which we would likely receive news of an expansion if it were on a similar timeline to the last two. So I don't personally expect one, but I have zero inside knowledge on that, and hesitate to speculate too much on it. Ron Swanson, that's not a bad one.
I saw a bank that said 24-hour banking, but I didn't have that much time.
David Attenborough is a good one.
Non-market economy, I suddenly understood much better.
Are there any other? No. Well, that's why I said, how about a lady, Chimera? Or it could be neither, Sweet Pappy. It might be a year off, you know. Ron and yeah, I would love that. Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally. So logistics is good. We want to bring that in. Moments like this where I really miss meritocracy. Really miss it. Especially as Germany. It was quite good as Germany. Should have passed it for Newton. That's my bad. That's my bad. So we'll have to do this game without Hypatia, no Newton. That is unfortunate. Could we have, do you guys think we could have Baby Yoda voice it? Do you think he's available? Jesse Pinkman, that's not bad. Snoop, that's not bad. How about just like Ice Cube? You don't know that he doesn't. You don't know that Baby Yoda doesn't have a voice. By the time people are watching this on YouTube, he very well may. Bobcat Goldthwait. Oh, that'd be good. I'm doing this somewhat strategically, but mostly for the resources. We'll see. Fond of pigs, I am. Yeah, it's true, Adarash. It's pretty good. I mean, it deserves it, I think. They're still fighting over here. I don't think I can do that, friend. So we will chop these two things once we have our wonder policy. We should also be able to get the next governor, which will be good. Eventually, we're going to want space initiative. Easy for me to say. Oh, I must not have assigned you. Did I not assign you? Thought I did. There are games where diplomacy matters a lot and you'll interact a lot, and then there are some games where you don't. It's just the way it all works out. So Ransom, I decided that with the new Star Wars on the horizon, I decided, hey, you know what? I should do a playthrough or a watch through of all the Star Wars movies, starting all the way back at Episode 1. So I watched Episode 1 last night. It's so bad. It's so freaking bad. Like, I don't think I've watched it like since it was in the theaters, or maybe sometime if we're on TV or something, but it's so bad. I don't know. I wanted to be a completionist about it, and I watched it, and I regret everything. I really do. Save yourself and don't ever watch the prequels. I watched Episode 1 last night, Equinox. And I have regrets. I have seen the face of the devil. And it was not good. I mean, you should watch the original Star Wars. Like the movie that was called Star Wars is super good. Prequels are worse than I remember. I cannot agree with you there, Equinox. Sorry. It was so unbelievably terrible. Even the scenes where they had the option to do so, like have a cool landscape to like focus. They just like brush through it. They're like, oh, that's a cool shot, and it went away, and it's gone. It's just really bad. Just really, really bad. You guys liked Episode 3? I mean, I'll let you know when I get there. Again, I haven't really watched these movies a whole lot, but I don't remember liking Episode 3 very much either. But the production is so bad. No, don't watch the prequels. I would highly advise you not. Like, if you're going to start with Star Wars, start with Episode 4. Start with A New Hope. It is the best Star Wars film. It is the best film in the Star Wars genre, if you ask me. It has universal themes. It could be any movie, like, because it, like, from a storytelling perspective, you know, it doesn't need to be a sci-fi movie. It doesn't need to be anything like weird. Like, it's just a good movie. What do we have multiple of? We have a lot of coffee, I think. Is that right? No. Cocoa. Cocoa. I know a lot of people will tell you that they like Empire Strikes Back the most. And I get that. I loved Empire Strikes Back, but it very much is a sci-fi movie. It very much has to be, that's funny. It very much has to be, like, you need a giant, like, weird space monster to eat their spaceship and stuff like that. Like, versus like the original New Hope, and we've talked about this on stream before, but the original, like, New Hope could be a Western, it could be a movie, it could be a ski movie, it could be, you know what I mean? Like, it could be anything, because it's just, like, it's universal, like the themes and the structure and the storytelling and stuff. So I love, and don't get me wrong, I love Empire. As a kid, like, and it was awesome. It pressed all the little buttons where there were, like, space speeders and all, you know what I mean? Like snow speeders and all this stuff. And that's wonderful. But no amenities for Coco, really? So as a standalone movie, that's why I will argue that the original Star Wars is the way to go. All right, so we start River Valley. I can't go into deep water. Oh, well. No, I can. Why can't I grab you? You can't grab builders at sea, huh? Weird. It's kind of annoying. Just wanted you to go there. Well, I mean, Batman, like, George Lucas was a huge, like, World War II buff. That's why their blasters look like Mausers. It was very much like a take on World War II or fascism in the day. You know what I mean? Like all of that is very specifically there, and you're meant to hate the Empire. They're meant to be a giant, scary dude in black metal armor and stuff. Like, I think that's all very, very intentional, and the fact that you hated it so much makes it a good movie. All right, we need to put a cut. Now that we've started River Valley, we do need to put a cut in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, I think. Spend our little bit of faith. Again, little bit of faith every now and again. Not too bad. Not too bad. And here we will go ahead and faith by, well, actually, when is this done? 5 turns? Yo, Kramer! Holy cow. What up, buddy? I guess I don't need to cast or command you anymore. How are you, though? It's good to see you. And YouTube, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and do this one time. Boop. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.